What's up, everyone? What's up, the cage? Okay, here we go. Number 2. Yes, I'm going number 2 all over the cage. The Q&A. Epic Cage Edition. Okay, I'm in a good mood today. Yes, I am. Don't know why, but I am. Here we go. Starting off, I was wondering, from Noah, I was wondering what your opinion on midget porn is. Specifically the kind where the midget rides a goat while dripping hot racks on a man's BBC as he is sodomized by a transgender person with a carrot. I just wanted to read that. Dude, Noah, you're a sick bastard. Honestly, to each his own. And if the midget, the goat, and the transgender person with a carrot are all, good with it, as they're all consenting adults and goats. Is there a goat involved? Yeah, there is a goat involved. Then, yes, I believe it's fine. And you should partake in it yourself. Christopher Matson asks, thoughts on DUP? DUP, is that a training style or is that some sort of a sex joke? I'd like for you to define that, so please respond in the thread. Noah Williams, if someone has a child that wants to play hide and seek with them, but they're bulking and don't want to do the seeking part for fear of cardio ruining the gains, what should one do? I've actually addressed this in a video before, Noah. I believe that anytime bodybuilding interferes in your life, is when you're not doing it, you should stop doing it, or you should consider a new hobby. Bodybuilding should enhance, not take over one's life. And when you start worrying about burning calories because you're bulking, or you start missing events because you're cutting, even when you're contest prep, there's a reason they fucking make Tupperware. I remember I was actually talking yesterday to John Otis Hollywood, and I said I'm going to hit my macros, no worries. He said, well, don't worry about it too much, if you have something personal going on, you're still off season, try to get them in, but don't get all anal if you're fat's up here, a little bit high, and your carbs are down here. I went out and got burgers with the family the other day, so obviously my fat was higher than what was recommended, but my carbs were a bit lower. Calories are even at the end. So my opinion is, no, don't let that shit get in the way of you living a life. And I've seen a lot of marriages come and go, and because people get fucking stupid with bodybuilding and stupid with prep. So, if bodybuilding ruins your relationship, then you've done something fucked up, man. Dude, seriously, come on. You're going to choose contest prep over... I've known people who wouldn't have sex with their women. I was about to say that word. Have sex with their women because they were contest prep. They were afraid of something. I'm like, dude, if there's ass, I'm going to get it. All right? That's just me. All right? Peck jiggle. Okay. What is the difference between HGH and test boosters? And will it still make someone natural if taking any of those products? HGH is human growth hormone. It's peptide. And you inject it if it's real growth hormone. Now, what growth hormone does, it is more of an anti-aging thing. I think growth hormone is highly overrated. It causes something called hyperplasia, theoretically. Hyperplasia is the division of muscle cells, okay? Whereas drugs, steroids, cause hypertrophy, which is the growth of muscle cells. Theory is if they divide and they grow, boom, you got the magic bullet. But what we found through current research is HGH isn't the magic stick that a lot of bodybuilders thought it was. So, my opinion is, no, it's not the same as test booster. A test booster would be something like D-aspartic acid. Test boosters will raise your testosterone about, 40% for most young males within about 8 days. The problem is, even at 40%, let's put it this way. If you have let's say, when I got my test levels tested back when I was 26, they were at 80. So let's go up to 100. If I was to take testosterone boosters like D-aspartic acid, that'd be 140. Would I notice a big difference? Probably not. I might notice something. I might be able to get a hard-on again, but, who cares at that point? Too depressed to get a hard-on because your test is at like 100. Okay? But if you were to inject testosterone at a good dose, your test is going up to 3,000 or so. I've seen it as high as 7,000 on someone's blood work. So, no, they're not like steroids. And will you still be natural? Depends on organization. Most organizations find most of the endogenous test boosters, not Superdrol, because those are fucking steroids, on the market to be legal. So, yes, you can take it. Will it help? Maybe. It might provide a little bit of an edge, but to think you're going to get test-like results from D-aspartic acid or any other test booster on the market is silly. HGH, I like it more like an anti-aging serum and more like an overall health thing, but to take it for hypertrophy or even fat loss, I think you're reading into the bro hype. Okay. David Vance asked, How do you get that dense, dry, grainy look? Years of training, age, muscle maturity helps. That's why you see these old guys. I trained with Kent Beerley. He's an IFPA pro. He's an IFPA pro in New Jersey this week. I just posted up the video. He's dry, hard, grainy. As you age, your skin gets less elastic. Mine's getting better and better. I've always had pretty good skin. And what you see is you'll see better veins, better graininess. Honestly, grains, I'm a bro on that. I believe the way Dorian trained, and also the way that that a lot of other people who have that grain, they train to failure beyond failure. I believe that that's one way to do it. The way you train leanness. So leanness is huge. You're not going to get dense, dry, and grainy without leanness. A lot of people cut water. I don't cut water for shows, and I come in pretty damn dry. Why? If you're lean, where do you hold water? You're subcutaneous, right? If you have no fat, if you're lean enough, there's really no... I've never seen anybody lose a show based on holding water. You're not holding water, you're holding fat, okay? If you have no sub-Q fat, there's nowhere to store the water. Pretty simple, huh? So I'm not a big water depletion type guy. I'm more on the lane mindset on that. I know John's the same, which is why we get along and all that thing. What is your point from Viter? What is your point of view about time-space travel? I don't have a point of view. I'm just going to live today for today and get everything out of it. And that's it. I don't really give a fuck. Okay. From Martine Aguilar. Send me a shout out, please. If you do, my soul is yours. Do with what you please. Well, Martin, I'm guessing with Aguilar it's Martine. Here's your shout out. I'll even give you a peck pop of love. You like that? You like that? Okay. From Jared. Now that John is your coach, are you strict with your off-season, or are you just eyeballing your macros and getting it close to what John suggests? So far, talking to John, does it seem like his approach in size gains and cutting different from what you've done in the past? No. It's pretty much the same damn thing, except I'm not using a diabetic exchange. I got this little fucking app on my phone, and it adds up all the stuff. If I was to train somebody, I'd still use a diabetic exchange for simplicity, but this is his show. You know, I'm submissive. I'm weighing out my food, but I am throwing in extras. Look, I'm at 8,000, like 6,500 to like 7,800 calories, depending on what day. So the bottom line is, I can be a little more free, dude. I can fit like 400 fucking Pop-Tarts per day in my diet. Once the calories start going down, you know, we're on the same view. Now, he doesn't really regulate what kind of foods I eat. Right now, I'm eating whatever the hell I can. I try to get mostly micronutrient-dense food. But as contest prep comes along, I'm not going to have much space to eat as many fun foods. But right now, my calories are so high. I'm weighing it out, but I am allowing myself a little more freedom because I can. Bro shake. With some protein. Okay. Evan asks, views on tracking bulk by amounts of poops per day versus actual caloric intake. You know what? I shit most during contest prep because my body's constantly cleaning itself out because it's so clean. It becomes like a machine. I do know you can't tell how healthy you are by your poops. I'm not going to that. But, you know, poop consistency has a lot to do with what you're eating. If you're eating the right kinds of foods, you have the right fat intake. Actually learned about that from Chuck I used to work with. So, no, I don't think you should measure tracking bulk by poops per day. Paulino asks, will Tiger Fitness have live streaming the Olympia? No, but I will be tweeting and Facebooking what I see all day. Be doing videos of interviews with probably like Phil Heath, Branch Warren. Cool stuff like that that will be uploaded as the day go on. John. Damn it, John. What do you think about ingesting whey protein through the ass crack for faster absorption? I actually did a video on this. Rectal delivery is more efficient, is used in some cases with people in coma to enhance delivery of nutrients so you don't have to go through digestive tract. So yes, you can ingest nutrients through your anus, through your rectum, and it gets absorbed through the walls and goes into the system. However, I don't see any reason to shove anything up your ass unless it's for recreational purposes. And if you do decide to feed that way, be sure to use plenty of lube. More time travel. What's up with you fuckers in time travel? Oh, and absorption of butt-plugging supplements. Actually, suppositories are a great way to deliver nutrients. There's ways to deliver nutrients. You got intranasal, injection's obviously the best. Intranasal is a very good way. Transdermal and intrarectal is a phenomenal way to deliver agents into your bloodstream. And there are suppositories with with medications and stuff attached to them that do a great job. I've never tried them, but by all means, if you have a headache, stick an aspirin in a suppository, shove it in your ass, and let me know how it goes. Just kidding. Don't sue me over that one. Okay. From Mike, dear Marc Bra, who would be your ultimate man crush and why? My ultimate man crush. That's a good question. I'll have to get back to you on that. I don't really look at men in a sexual way, but I'll think about that. That guy who played Thor, I don't know his name. He's kind of hot. I mean, I think I'd be good with him. But you know what? I don't know. I've never found men to be attractive in that way. So, yeah, I really don't know. Let me get back to you on that when I stop being heterosexual. Also, what are your thoughts on volume for cutting versus bulking? As a number of sets per muscle group for both bulk and cut for someone who's intermediate. I think you should always alter it, whether bulking or cutting. I don't change training based on bulking or cutting. I'm stimulating muscles. When I'm cutting, I want to stimulate to prevent muscle loss. When I'm bulking, I want to stimulate for growth. So either way, I'm going to train the shit out of them. I cycle my training. Right now, I'm doing more of a Dorian type split with volume for my shitty ass arms. These little peppies right here. Okay. And let's go for one more, and then we're going to have to do a part 3. Juan says, you have to answer doing a peck dance with a Louis Marco impersonation. Hey, I can't even do it. You know what? I respect Louis too much to do that. Louis, I can't do it. But go to Louis Marco's channel, subscribe. Louis Marco's the man. I'll see you next year, Louis. March 20th, somewhere in there. I'll be up in Plattsburgh. I'm going to drive the 30 minutes and go see you. Can't wait for that. Anyway, I think that's it, but that was a shitty question to end on. Nutritional difference in the quality at canned tuna versus fresh tuna. I honestly don't see a big nutritional difference, but you know what? I prefer to get fresh food when possible because all the added sodium and all that stuff, it can get overwhelming even though your body needs sodium. I'm just not a big fan of canned food, but by all means, bodybuilders have thrived on canned tuna for decades, and why stop now? Anyway, part 3 is coming up. Thank you guys so much for participating. Some really good questions. I got pages of questions here. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Rabbit Cage, if you don't belong to that Facebook group, go now. Check it out. Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com.